We got Jason's Barn. Jason's Barn has grown. I see a lot of names on here, both sides of the border. We're going to move some horses around. Some horses are up for sale, but at the same token, a lot of horses here. Always charming. Talking about horses up for sale, he's leaving on Monday. Gone. Somebody asked me, said, Anthony, geez, you said he trained in 2-2 or 2-3, and he was pretty good. Yeah, by himself. We put him in company of other horses, and he just turned ignorant. You know, wants to run away, get out of gear, and then just give it up and walk. That's a hard no. No. He's too small for him to say, well, he's just a big, strong colt. We're going to have to work with him. No, he's not. He's a very ordinary, mediocre-looking horse with a questionable work ethic, and from what I can see, not a great attitude. He's not staying. So always charming. If you're out there and you're watching, it's like, he might make a nice fair horse. You're probably right. He probably will make a nice fair horse, or even a Buckeye horse if his attitude comes around. I just really was disappointed with what I saw on that horse the other day. Again, paid into the sire stakes, the Buckeye. I think he's paid into the breeders. He's paid into everything in Ohio, the fairs, the fair home talent, and the OFRC or OFCA or whatever it's called. Whatever it is. He's paid into 2 conferences in Ohio also, so he'll be leaving. Amor Diener walking now. I assume he'll start jogging on Monday. I'm excited to see this horse come back because he's never had weight, and Lauren did a great job. He has weight now. He looks good. Bomb Hugger. Jason and I just talked about this not half an hour ago, where we're going to race her, how we're going to do it. Doesn't appear to be much for her in Ohio. She gets 6 wins and 156,000 made. Kind of makes it tough to find a spot for her. Maybe the Meadows has something. Listen, we're going to have a race against tough company. Maybe the Meadows has something for us next week. We'll see. Columbus is qualified now and doing well. We're going to race him this week, I suppose. Now, a lot of people are going to say, Anthony, hold on. You said Columbus would race this week. Now you have What a Mission in with Magical Tom. I can tell you why. Because they're the 2 front runners for the next generation. I trained What a Mission by himself in 59 the other day. By himself, before the qualifiers. Magical Tom looked fluid, looked better. 2-1. I trained him by himself. No, he was with Columbus. So, it's a little closer than I alluded to last week. I thought that Magical Tom was a runaway front runner for the next generation. He's not. He's got some company in What a Mission now. Justin Turcotte is driving What a Mission on Wednesday evening. I'm in there with Magical Tom, so I guess that will get us our first glimpse in who the true leader is heading into the next generation in a couple of weeks' time. Columbus a little bit back in third. I see him coming on, but he's not going to be our flag bearer for the next generation, I don't believe. Coupe de Ville, Jason said train good. Going to make a little shoeing adjustment with her. She's still touching that hind ankle. You know, and she didn't do that when I had aluminums on her behind. I didn't want to leave them on her because I thought she'd soar up with them on, but I think we're going to put them back on her. Full Heart, little grabby. I could hear her making a little noise the other day in the warm-up with Luke, and then tied up in the race. So, again, still a very, very good filly. I still believe she's a stake filly. She's got to get her head on straight, that's for sure. But the tie-up, we can fix that, mitigate that. I think she's probably ready to trot in 2 minutes 59 right now. But she's going to have to do it the right way, so we'll see next week. Frosty Trouble is in the sale. I can tell everybody also $21,000 is the reserve on him. It was 22, but then he won. I dropped it 1,000 because we made 4. So it's $21,000, the reserve on Frosty Trouble. I had no problem keeping him, no problem selling him. If they want him, they can buy him, but it's going to take at least $21,000. Grace is Indigo Tuesday. She trained very, very good on, I schooled her myself last Monday? Tuesday? Must have been Tuesday. Last Tuesday. Schooled her myself last Tuesday. She's in a week later. I think her liver's coming down. That AST is not going to be a problem. Flushed her gluteal pouches. She felt very strong. I didn't have a watch, but it certainly felt like we come 27 and a piece on the end of it with her. Very happy with Grace. James McDonald will be driving her on Tuesday. High Enterprise. I'm going to throw the hobbles on High Enterprise and re-qualify her on Thursday. What I might do is, it's Saturday, I might ask Jason to come to the barn, and I might go a slow mile with her on Sunday. I don't like working the horses on Sunday, but I'm gone Sunday afternoon. I'm not back until Wednesday. The qualifiers are on Thursday. Want to get a feel of, if we put the hobbles on her, is she okay as is? Does she need a shoeing change to go with the hobbles? Or maybe she doesn't like the hobbles. She's never had them on. So I think tomorrow that's what I might do. Hill Street Blues will requalify him. I'm not really worried about him. That break at the quarter pole, yes, it's going to take a little time to work through Hill Street Blues, but the same token, he's a nice horse. I like him, and I will always stick up for horses that want to do their work, and he wants to do his work. LD's Patrick raced yesterday. I wouldn't say he raced poorly. Horse tied up, was off 2 weeks, and then raced from 8th, where he's never raced other than a break for us. 3 wide around the last turn and kind of fizzled out. He's going to be in tough now. I think we're going to turn him out. I'm going to turn him out and let him eat some grass. I love this horse. Probably one of my favorite horses right now is LD's Patrick. We're going to turn him out in the field. Put 100 pounds on him. He's only going to get a month. There's no need to give him more than that. 3.5 weeks to a month, and then we'll bring him back in and start him back up. Look at that cat, trained slow today. He's going to be schooling on Tuesday and Indigo next weekend. That's Mark Beckwith's horse. We did a little procedure done with his epiglottis, but he's good now. Magical Tom, as I said, trained in 2-1 last half in a minute, looked very good. He's in to go Wednesday against What a Mission, so that'll be a first head-to-head square-off for who will be racing in the next generation for us. Per Lucky, a little flat yesterday. He was. I need a lot going on. It was hot. A number of things going on with Per Lucky. I suspect you're going to see a much better race out of him next week. We'll see. Procrastinators in Wednesday. He should do very well. Coming off the thumps. Yes, he got the thumps in a race. We can mitigate that. We will. And he'll race good on Wednesday. Real Fear drew the 8-hole. First lifetime start. That's fun. That's fun. So he's probably going to get away 8th. We'll see how he races from 8th on Wednesday. For those of you out there saying, why were you sitting 8th? Because he had the 8-hole and it's his first lifetime start. There's a very good chance that Real Fear will get away last on Wednesday. Just so we're clear. Slim Jimmy raced awesome. You're starting to see him come around now, right? These horses, you just can't turn them back on like light switches. It takes time. And I think you're starting to see Slim Jimmy of last year come back around. Give him a couple more starts. We'll see what he really looks like. Smoking Hot Irish Girl was incredible the other day. Now there's a tussle. The next generation filly for us in Scioto. Smoking Hot Irish Girl looked incredible. Swinging Senorita won her first start at the Meadows. There's a tussle. I think Coupe de Ville is closing in, but maybe just a little tiny bit behind them just yet. Whispering Song is right behind them, and then Full Heart is a little bit further back learning how to do her work. I think she's out of the running for the next generation. I think that there's 2 front runners and 3 horses trying to catch up. So for now, Smoking Hot Irish Girl, Swinging Senorita, leaders of the pack. That might change. I'm going to put the hobbles on High Enterprise, and if I can qualify her a good mile, she will. You may see 3 front runners by next weekend. We'll see. Stay Close picked a win on Monday. Had him shot 2 days ago, and he came up sore after they shot him. Preston had put a nail somewhere he wasn't supposed to, I think. A little tight to the white line. He took the shoe off. He jogged fine today. Put it back on, and he jogged fine today. So I suspect he'll race good. If he races really good and wins on Monday, you may see him follow that up with a little trip to Kentucky for the following start. Sweet on Pete Racing Time, super excited to race this filly. I know there's a lot of questions and a lot of concerns with her. She's a racehorse, right? She's a filly. She is still an immature, growing, big-boned, big, heavy filly, and you have to keep that in mind. I know everybody wants to see her go out and win and not make breaks and do everything perfectly. It's just not the case. They come in all different shapes and sizes. She's fast. She already trotted 54 and a piece on a half. She'll be good tonight, I think. Swinging Senorita, I put her on both Tim and Jason's list because she only stopped at Tim's for a few days. She was awesome. Hunter drove her great. Tim prepared her well to race, and Jason's done a great job with this filly also. Everybody, right from Slim, who had her up in the top barn, I believe. No, Deb and, Teresa and Donnie had her. What is going on here with this thing? It didn't look safe at all. Anyway, Teresa and Donnie, and all the way to Jason and now Tim to race her first start. Swing Senorita has looked absolutely fantastic. Twinbee Habanero training great the other day and jumped on his foot down by the wire. I just put he had it stitched. So when he hits it isn't like, oh, he just nicked it. No, he wants to take it right off. 3 or 4 stitches in it. Stitches look good. The swelling's starting to subside and come down. We can probably start jogging him midweek next week and get him back in a normal rotation. But more importantly, that training mile, I went a mile and 2. Now, he made a break halfway down the lane, right at the wire. Not halfway down the lane, right at the wire, before the wire, and still come back pacing through the wire. Went a mile in 2 minutes, 2/5. Last half in 56 and 2. So Twinbee Habanero's got lots to offer to the stable.ca, and I can't wait till we get him just right. Just right. It's going to take patience, guys. I know I keep saying that. In for a penny, in for a pound with this guy. I am. If you don't want to be, fine, but I am. Victor Cruz qualified great. He's in to go with Rio Fear. Drew 3, I think, on Wednesday. Excited to see him. He's a handy little bugger. He's a nice little horse to drive. What a Mission was awesome training the other day. As I said, 59 last half in a minute, last quarter in 29 seconds by himself. He looked very, very, very good. Whispering Song, Jason said train good today. Probably race her next week sometime. I really like what I see with this filly. I really, really like her. And then, yes, racing in a tough spot. Again, so you can't beat Burke's horse, and you can't beat Lemsey's horse, Chris Lems's horse. Just too good. If they go out and scorch everybody again this week, you might see, yes, end up in Kentucky for a month. He raced great in Scioto. It's tough to get him in there. We have committed Kings County to the Open at Scioto. Yes, has to race in the Open right now, so it's either race him in a tough spot in Northfield or send him somewhere else. You may see this horse end up in Kentucky his next start. We'll see. So with that, that's Jason's Brown. We just get Dominic's Brown left in vacuum. Just